A shop where you can't buy bread, clothes, or anything fancy. Instead, this shop sells darkness. Yeah, you heard that right. In a quiet corner of the city, a mysterious old man runs a shop where people actually line up just to overcome obstacles by buying darkness. But why? Why would anyone in their right mind pay for that? Today, I'm going to tell you a powerful motivational story of a millionaire who lost everything and went to this shop to buy the deepest darkness possible. This story will change your mindset and the way you look at your own problems forever. So stay with me until the end, because the brightest mornings only come after the darkest nights. At the very edge of a busy market, where the crowds start to thin out, there was this tiny, run-down shop. It was strange. No sign, no decorations, just an old black curtain hanging over the door. People used to call the owner crazy. I mean, he didn't sell anything normal. He claimed to sell darkness. Locals would laugh and say, "Who buys darkness? It's free every night." Some were even too scared to walk past it. But the shopkeeper was a very calm man, a symbol of inner peace. He'd just sit there in the corner, quiet, like he was waiting for someone. In that same city lived a man named Mr. Arman. He was incredibly wealthy. Big house, expensive cars. He had it all. But then, life hit him hard. Everything started falling apart. His business crashed. His friends disappeared when the money ran out. And finally, even his best friend walked away. Arman was broken, struggling with dealing with stress. To him, the bright lights and fancy chandeliers in his house felt like they were mocking him. He couldn't stand the light anymore. That's when he heard about the mysterious shopkeeper of darkness and decided to seek self-improvement. Arman went to the shop. He pushed aside the curtain and stepped into total blackness. The only thing he could see was a tiny flickering lamp in the corner where an old man sat peacefully. Arman said in a tired voice, "I heard you sell darkness. I'm exhausted. Can you give me the deepest darkness you have to fill this void inside me? I'll pay whatever it takes." The old man smiled gently. He said, "You can't buy darkness with money, son. You pay for it with patience. Do you have the resilience to stay in total darkness for 7 days?" Arman agreed. He felt like he had nothing left to lose anyway. The shopkeeper led him to a special room in the back. It was built so that not even a single drop of sunlight could get in. He left Arman there, testing his mental strength, and locked the door. On the first day, Arman was calm. He thought this was exactly what he wanted. But by the second day, he started getting restless. He couldn't even see his own hands. By the third and fourth days, it felt like time had stopped. He couldn't tell if it was morning or night. It felt like he was falling into a bottomless pit. By the fifth day, he was desperate for just a tiny bit of light. He realized that even though he thought he wanted darkness, no one can survive without light. He started remembering the days when he was happy, teaching him a lesson in gratitude. On the seventh day, the shopkeeper slowly opened the door. When Arman stepped out, it was sunset. The old man held up a tiny candle in front of him. Just seeing that tiny flame made Arman burst into tears. He cried like a child. He had spent years under massive chandeliers, but he never felt the peace of mind he felt right now, looking at this one tiny candle. He held onto that lamp like it was the most valuable thing in the world. He hugged the old man and said, "I finally get it. I wasn't in the dark before. I was actually blind while living in the light. This tiny flame is the greatest gift I've ever received for my personal growth. The old man put a hand on Arman's shoulder and said, "Son, I don't actually sell darkness. I just help people understand the value of light. When we're happy all the time, we forget how important that happiness is. Without the dark, no one is ever truly grateful for the light. Isn't our life just like Arman's? When things are going great, we forget to be thankful. We complain about what we don't have. But remember the hard times. The darkness in our lives may only show up to teach us how to stay positive. The sunrise is only beautiful because the night is dark. In the same way, we only taste true happiness because we've known sorrow. This is the secret to a success mindset. So if your life feels dark right now, don't give up. This darkness is just making you stronger for the light that's coming. Be patient. The brightest morning always follows the deepest dark.